Hey everybody, today I'm fishing up in Lassen County. Excited, I haven't fished here in forever. This is a two-part video. We're gonna do some fishing, obviously, but I got some boot stuff going on. I made a video about how I made my own custom aluminum studs. So that's a two-parter. I may link to that when that video is released. I'm not sure which order they're gonna come out, but I hope to talk more about my boots and how my new studs work, and hopefully get into some rainbows today. So let's get at it. Ooh, this water's cold. Holy moly. To start things off today, I've got a Pat's Rubber Legs and Coffee and Black on the point. And I got a Frenchie up on the tag fly. I would consider this pretty high water today. I know that this pool is pretty deep. Fishing the mono rig. I was hoping to do some dry dropper today. Maybe some of the water elsewhere will be conducive to that. Oh, fish on. Oh, shoot. I let it kind of swing out there and I had a fish on. Looked away, I wasn't paying attention. Guess I should fish further back. Add a little bit of split shot so I'm getting contact sooner. There we go. I don't like the bottom, but it's good to make contact earlier. Yes! Yeah, buddy. Took the Frenchie.
As quick as I can. As quick as I can. When's 99% gonna wake up and see? Power is your finger on the trigger, not a head full of dreams. Yeah, when's the 99% gonna wake up and see? Power is your finger on the trigger, not a head full of dreams. I am a thief and a liar, the very worst kind.
Alright, we've had some lunch, now we're working our way back upriver. See if we can pick off a few more in the holes we've already fished. Oh, yo! Frenchie again. Sick. Forgot to mention I took a temperature off camera, and the water is 43 degrees, or at least it was about an hour ago. Ow! Ow. Boom.
for the win.
I think all three of them have been on my Frenchie. Settle down so I can get the fly out. Sweet. Well, that's the third fish that's come up to get the Frenchie, which is on the top tag. So, swapped out the point fly yet again, took the bird's nest off, and put a Waltz worm on in dark. So, maybe I can get one to eat that. It's about a size 16 Waltz worm. Nice, we got 4 out of here. I don't know if I'm just adapting to the water temp or if it's coming up. I'm gonna get a new reading here. So it's 47 degrees, 46.9 basically. So the temperature's come up 4 degrees since I measured it a couple hours ago. I'm going to attribute that to the recent uptick in bites. Found another one. Is that what this is? A big boy? Maybe. That was a little thicker than normal. So since that's the 4th fish in a row that I've got on the top fly of the Frenchie, swapping the point yet again, I took the Waltz worm off and I put a red dart on, which is kind of like trout crack. I can't resist that fly. What did he eat? Blew up my rig and ate the Frenchie. What do you expect? Sweet. right, that guy was again number 5, Frenchie on the top tag. So I swapped out the point. This time I have this pink scud pattern on the point. Can't say I've ever caught a fish on a scud before. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, took the pink scud. I put a scud on. Oh, nice. Best fish of the day right there. Sick. These guys are hard to show off. Down deep on that pink scud again. Cool. Finally broke the reign of terror for the. That's a really pretty one. Yeah. Sweet. There we go. Little one. Pretty. Well, after a full day of fishing with the new grip studs, I can certainly say my traction is way better. Way better. I have some adjustments to make. I have some more thoughts that I'd like to review with you guys back at the shop, but all I can say is it's game changer time. I don't know, I can go so much more confidently in so many more places. It's awesome. So hey everybody, thanks so much for watching all the way on this latest fishing adventure of mine. Before I get into the recap though, I just want to mention that most of the slotted tungsten beads are back in stock. Most sizes and colors are in there, so if you've been waiting to get some more, check it out at driftstone.co. So this little stream's kind of special to me. My wife and I cut our teeth fly fishing here. We got our indicator game going for the very first time, and we finally got into some fish, kind of figuring out how to get good clean dead drifts in some of these runs. But that day was very different because today, obviously it's spring runoff time in California, which is going on and on, much longer than normal. Now we did see some other gear anglers there, but they all left pretty quick and with their tails between their legs because I did not see any of them hook up. They all kind of just focus on that bridge hole, and if there's no action or they saw how high the water was, they're like, I'm out. So luckily for us, they didn't really venture off very far from there, and it was really a matter of just sticking to it because in the morning the water was about 72, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and then by mid-afternoon, it came up to like 75, I think, or maybe 76. You heard me mention it in the video, but that 4-degree water temperature difference made a huge impact on the bite. Once we got later in the afternoon, those fish just were keyed into my Frenchie. It was just night and day. I changed the point fly every single time I hooked into a new fish. You saw me do it. I went through a waltz worm, a blowtorch, Pat's rubber legs. I don't even remember all of them, but every time I hooked a fish and they came up and ate that tag fly, which was the Frenchie, I would change the point fly, and until the very end, when I put on that pink scud on the point, that was the one fly that changed their mind, and they were able to switch off the Frenchie. But if you want to get Frenchies, I do have those in the shop. They're available today. You can pick those up if you need to get them wherever you're fishing, if you can get onto any water where it's not completely blown. Hopefully the waters will start receding soon. The snowpack is still up there in many places, but we got to get on the water, right? I mean, it's just getting cabin fever is going nuts. And if you can't get on the rivers, I do recommend you check out some lakes. This is a great time to get your line wet and figure out some of the lake tactics. As I mentioned in the intro, this is my first time fishing with those aluminum grip studs on the boots, and they were fantastic. I just had so much more traction than I'm used to. In my old boots, I did put coal cutter, those like screw-in motorcycle studs, and those work great as long as they stay in your boot. And I think maybe 2 or 3 trips out and they start to fall out and they don't work as well anymore, obviously, if they're not in your boot. Everyone keeps asking me how these aluminum discs compare to tungsten carbide, spiky style studs. And it's kind of the opposite effect. Those tungsten carbides, they're hard and sharp and they're designed to dig into the rock, where the aluminum is soft and the rock is digging into them. So that's why you want kind of a large flat surface area. Other brands make bars or even hex-shaped discs. I'm not sure that the shape matters that much, and I'm happy with how sparse I made them. I was a little worried that only 5 little discs would be enough, but I think it was perfect amount. And the main reason I didn't want to do too many is because I also want grip when I'm not in the water. I like to hike a lot, and it's really important to me that I have traction going up and down steep banks, everywhere and in the water. So I think this might be a good balance point. I may add more in the future, I'm not sure. I may also try adding bigger discs, but if you're interested more in that, I made another video, I'll link to it over here, and you can see me build them, put them on. They were super cheap and affordable, and you can make them yourself. It was brought to my attention that my buddy, he didn't have a drill press. Rosin, shout out to you. But if you have a vise and a hand drill, I think you can still make them. The precision in the hole centering and all that, I think it's not as important as you'd think. And if you look closely at the boot, one of the holes is off center and it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. So do what you gotta do, run what you brung, as I like to say, and just go out there, have fun, get some good traction, because if you have good traction, then you're gonna fish more confidently and catch more fish. All right, everybody, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you. Please like it if you haven't, and subscribe if you wanna see more. And until next time, everybody, I'll see you on the water. Godspeed.